You guys see those videos of the wizard in the mall?
Yeah, the little guy.
Yeah, he's kind of like this, right?
You guys see the video of the... I'm waiting for the boss!
I did not see that one.
How long you been out here and how you get like this?
I'm good.
You wanna do drugs?
No.
So why you sitting on the ground?
I'm waiting for the bus.
Pardon me. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
So
I did see that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to do
How'd
like,
you get like this, man?
Yeah, they're doing like a homeless interview with the guy, but he's just waiting for the bus.
Why are you sitting on the curb? I'm waiting for the bus.
Bro is drinking like oat milk straight out of the container. Like he's doing all right for himself, I think.
I felt bad for him, bro. Just there's a video, there's a dude sitting on a curb, and a guy pulls up in a car and he's like, "How'd you get like this, man?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "How long have you been on drugs?" And he's like, "I'm not." And he's like, "You homeless or some shit?" And he's like, "No, I'm waiting for the bus." And then he points at the bus stop sign.
That rocks. You guys make me feel old because you guys have watched all the videos.
Oh, you didn't see that one.
Shit.
I was saying that these motherfuckers are older than me and I'm older than them somehow.
Can we get a poll in chat? Are you a dentist? Like, why are you asking me so much about like when I brush my teeth? Did you see that tweet yesterday that was like, we have to fight back against unnecessary data requests by filling them out with bad data? Like when I go to the dermatologist and it asks me to write down my occupation, I'm gonna start writing down like professional clown. I can relate to that. I'm starting to feel that same way about streaming. People are starting to get like way too personal. They're asking questions about, you know, things that are unrelated to the stream quality. I'm just going to start putting dummy data in there. I'm going to start putting, like, lorem ipsum. I thought you said bad data? Well, I mean bad data in the sense that it's a lie. Not bad data in this. I guess I am a professional clown in many ways, but I could write down, like, lawyer or something. Would people believe that? It doesn't matter, because I'm pretty sure that the medical office just takes all that data and then like sells it to advertisers or something. And that's how I end up having like 80 emails from Scotiabank that are like, you've been approved for a line of credit. And I'm like, who asked, buddy? I don't even bank with you. I've never stepped foot inside of one of your locations, I think, except for the movie theater. Do you ever get sacro... I can't even pronounce the word. There's too many I's and L's close together. Sacroiliac pain from sitting in a chair so much each day? I'm asking because I get it. Are you asking because you get it, or are you asking because you've been employed as a contractor in a B2B chiropractic services sales scheme in which you want to sell my data to some quacks who are going to hit me with electroshock therapy and, like, crack my neck? I'm a physiotherapist. Well, shouldn't you know the secret then? If anything, that just makes you more compromised. You're sus. If you were just like, if you were unemployed, I wouldn't be so sus. But now that I know you got your fingers in the industry pies, I'm on to you. Do I? No, not really. There was a time when I mean, I don't, you are obviously a physiotherapist because you know like the area of the body's Greek name. I just called it my lower back. I had lower back pain to the extent that I would be in pain a little bit just doing the dishes. And then I went to the physiotherapist 3 times. She gave me a massage and she gave me some stretches and exercises to do. That sorted it out, and then I stopped going and I stopped doing the stretches. And it's never come back since, and it never will, if I had to guess. She actually was so good at her job, she lost herself a client. My upper back does hurt sometimes, but I think it's intermittent, and I honestly think what it comes down to is like nights where my earbud falls out of my ear and then gets under my back while I'm sleeping. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, it feels like I was like sleeping on a rock or something like that. Let's start here. Obviously, we want to use the star as well on the Red Seal King. Just so he's open for business. Sorry, I can't say open for business without... You know what I'm gonna say. Maybe you don't. Maybe you gotta be an old head.
If you exploit animals, my crotch is closed for business. If you are vegan, my crotch is open for business.
Meat eating partner closed for business. Vegan observing partner open for business. You know that old John Sakars classic? Consumes animal products closed for business. You don't know it? That's old internet. I saw John Sakars once at the Whole Foods that's at like it's like Canby and 8th. And I was like, I gotta get a picture of John Sakars. Then I was like, oh, fuck you, man. He's just living his life. But then I think I did tweet that I saw John Sakars at the grocery store, and then somebody like added John Sakars and was like, this guy saw you at the grocery store. And I was like, yo, man, fuck off. Be cool, bro. You're not supposed to snitch tag.
Oh my goodness. I'm famous? Yo, I just saw John Sakars at my grocery store. I've never met anyone famous. Was he buying anything non-vegan? Dude is literally wearing a hoodie that says vegan. Wow. You know, I thought maybe one day I'd become famous, but it's actually happened. I'm famous.
Canby and 8th, also another shit intersection where people run the light. Yo, listen, bro, okay? I'm not saying you gotta respect the drivers, but they gotta put a protected left in there, okay? There's a lot of that. There's a Home Depot, there's a Canadian Tire, there's a Save On Foods, there's a Whole Foods, there's a Wendy's, there's a pretty good Japanese curry place in that area as well. They gotta put one protected left in there. No wonder people, and then you get also, and again, the pedestrians have the right of way, but it's like a 7-block crossing, and then people walk on like 2 seconds left, and they're like, oh, I'll just cheat the light. But then the people that are turning left also have to cheat the light, or they're gonna get T-boned at the intersection. So everybody's mad at everybody else for like, they're taking one step of umbrage, and then it just adds up to like this cluster. Anyway, I believe that is also where I was, because you get a confluence of like yuppies and insane people there. That's also where a man who I can only describe as being dressed like he came out of the Great Depression, like he was like a Amish guy, was outside of that Whole Foods, and I was walking my daughter when she was like a year old. She was in her stroller, and then he was like, used to be a woman would do that work. And I just looked at him, and I was kind of like, I don't even know what he means by that. Like, I was just on my way to the store. I wasn't really like engaging in childcare directly. I mean, it's childcare, but there's a lot harder jobs than that. Let's put it that way. Hello. That's also the last place I saw the duck lady. I thought she was more associated with East Van, but I guess I don't mean anything by this. I know it sounds bad. I think she gets around. Not like that! I said not like that, man. Oh, she died. Sorry. My mistake. I'm not up on the Vancouver folk heroes. I did see, wasn't like Roller Girl is missing too?
Come on, let's go.
Oh, no, she yelled at me last week on Main Street. Okay, Roller Girl's still out there. She's eternal. Oh, someone stole her roller skates. That's what I saw. Someone stole her roller skates. There's a few characters. There's guy, when I first moved to Vancouver, there was a guy who was always posted up outside of the Scotiabank Theater downtown. And he would always have like no shirt on and be like shivering. And he had a sign that was like, today's my 62nd birthday, like anything helps. And you're like, oh, that's like really sad. Then like we went to see 2 movies in like 3 days or something like that. And that dude was like, it's my 62nd birthday, anything helps. And I'm like, listen, I understand the hustle, but at the same time, like, kid, I don't understand, how many birthdays have you got, man? That's all I'm saying. I know Opera Man as well. I don't know if I've ever seen him, but I've heard folk tales of Opera Man.
Oh, bel bambino, non piangere, non piangere, Redentore. la mamma tua cullandoti e ti bacio Salvatore.
Oh, Saturday Night Live, the best of Chris Farley, Shobin, Fallon, Hogan. It sounds like I'm cursing you out in German. Come on, man. I don't want to get into the Gaelic discussion of the names. I don't know how they're pronounced, okay? I just learned Saoirse and I know Kiva, okay? But these are not, they don't come second nature to me. It's Siobhan, okay. Siobhan. He's sort of an evil person. I know. I can't conjure what that's from. But you writing it in that voice reminded me of what it is. Oh, it's the tweet, Barry Coffin describing the Joker to Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah. He's sort of an evil person. I know what you're talking about. It's Keegan. Okay, Keegan. Playing fast and loose with the GH there. I understand. So I did not see that the Costco Guys released a song, but that's very relevant to my interests. Please tell me it references Boom in the title.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to you.
How does the saga keep going? Bro, I get it. You got to feed the beast. It's actually pretty good. I find that plausible to believe, which might be crazy in and of itself, but the Costco Guys song actually slaps. On a scale from Meghan Trainor to Charlie XCX, where does it land? Charlie XCX? That's crazy, man. There's no way. I don't buy it. I did see Ludwig tweet. I saw it because I saw Librarian quote tweet it. I saw Ludwig tweets. He waited 90 minutes to have his caffeine this morning. Is there anything that he can't accomplish, okay? I just want to say I love Ludwig. He's a pure soul. We can't, it's just dabbling. We can't let him become a Silicon Valley thread boy, okay? If he starts doing perennium sunning, I don't know, slime, you need to step in, okay? If he starts following the central tenets of Andrew Huberman to do like productivity life hacks and get like all of his biorhythms in sync, that's fine. But if he starts tweeting about it, slime, you got to have an intervention, okay? Now, you guys are more friends, obviously. You're very close friends. So I'm kind of inserting myself into that, and I apologize. I'm just saying I don't want to see it. I don't, the caffeine, whatever, okay? But just don't slide too deep. If you wait 90 minutes to wake up until you drink your first cup of coffee, nothing can stop you. Librarian, did you see the Hungrybox clip that I linked you to? I really feel like it has the potential to be one of the best clips that has ever come out of this website. It's not quite on par with like the animals are leaving, but it's really close, man. It's really good.
Holy shit, I needed that. I needed that like a mushroom needs oxygen in a moist environment. I needed that like an opera singer needs his scores. I needed that the way a mechanic needs a loving wife and family to come home to after days of getting his hands covered in grease. I needed that so bad, and I'm gonna try my fucking hardest to bring it back, even though we're in the gulag. You understand? I'm not here yet. I'm not here. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Oh man, it's so good, man. It's so good that it's like it's so spontaneous. It comes across as so authentic. I needed that the way a mechanic needs a loving wife and family to come home to after days of getting his hands covered in grease. Oh man. I needed that like an opera singer needs his scores. I did see We Bring the Boom, the Costco Guys song. And I will say, I think it's better than you expect, even if it is literally just like Ice Ice Baby. It is better than you would expect. After being evicted from their Manhattan apartment, a couple buy what looks like the home of their dreams, only to find themselves saddled with a bank account draining nightmare. Struggling to keep their relationship together as their rambling mansion falls to pieces around them, the two watch in hilarious horror as everything, including the kitchen sink, disappears into the house. Disappears into the money pit. The money pit? Oh! I needed that like a mechanic needs a wife and family to come home to after weeks of getting his hands covered in grease. In 2002, the super tasteful Emir of Qatar paid nearly $10 million for a crystalline Fabergé egg with what chili name? Snowball. Spoiler alert, Perdita finds out she's the princess of Sicily at the end of Shakespeare's play, The What's Tale? The Winter's Tale. I just got to that part. Dude, I'm catching heat on Twitter. Someone said he's speaking the truth, but why is he always going around spoiling the Hunger Games? If someone says sorry to me, I would say 90% of the time I reply my bad. Even though it's not my bad at all, probably. But I'm saying, the way I look at it, maybe it's the twisted world of my own vernacular. They were nice by saying sorry, so I'm then taking their resignation and I'm saying, you don't get to resign because it's actually my fault. So let's both resign together. It's like the end of the Hunger Games 1, right? I didn't know that there were people who were unfamiliar with the Hunger Games because I assumed if you're my age, you were exposed to the films probably. And if you're younger than me, it's probably your favorite book. I thought it was unspoilable. If you're old enough to be watching these streams, I figured you were familiar, like, almost with the same amount of familiarity that you would be with like biblical stories of like Noah's Ark, with how the Hunger Games went down. I was just being sincere. I didn't know that there were still people that were working their way through that 91-page book, okay? It takes time, I get it, especially if it's the first novel you've ever read. Okay, he's laying it on a little too thick. It's good. The first movie is good and the second movie's better. And the third and the fourth movie, we don't need to talk about, okay? All right, so I did see the video of LeBron stroking. Now I understand what you're talking about. The one where it looks like it's POV pornography filmed from the bottom's perspective. And he's like dripping sweat on the camera and spitting on it and stuff. I'm just glad likes are private again, man. Hang on, okay. What are your thoughts on the video that is, oh, you thought this was a rabbit? They thought this was a rabbit? Check it out. It's Winnie the Pooh, bitch. Yeah, it's Winnie the fucking Pooh, you fucking bitch. I like that video, I would say. I would say I consider it a positive. And then she says, fuck July 4th. Fuck 4th of July or something like that. Here, we'll play that one real quick. I have it bookmarked.
Oh, you thought this was a rabbit? They thought this was a rabbit?
Oh, that's funny.
That's fucking funny, bitch. It's fucking Winnie the fucking Pooh.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fuck 4th of July.
This is what I mean when people are like, they call me funny, but I'm like, yeah, I'm like amusing from time to time. But the funniest person you'll ever meet is like someone from Indiana with 4 DUIs who works as like an HVAC technician. Because like I wasn't that funny in high school, so I went to college. But if you were like naturally gifted in humor, you probably like didn't do very well in high school and then like had to get a job when you were 18, which has prevented you from, working the stand-up circuit. It's just you're a victim of circumstance in a way. You're suffering from your own success. So true. I imagine that's what you were saying. So true. Hitman, it's on the Epic Games Store. That's right. Assassination 3, yeah. I could see why they call this game Assassination 3.
Again, it's good. He's in higher ground. He's up top, very quiet. Found a location, whether it's through a window, through a skylight, and nobody spots him, and he's out. Another good hit. So now I know why they call this game Assassination 3.
Right? When Chiblee was watching that video yesterday, it got me laughing because like the fake, perhaps real professional hitman who is like, they show a clip of Agent 47 like shooting a chandelier and dropping it on a dude's head, and he's like, in the real world, if you got a gun, you probably wouldn't go through all that. There's a lot of variables. You gotta make the shot. The thing's gotta fall right on him. You could just shoot him in the head and be done with it. And I was like, okay, this guy's making sense.
Again, he's taking things to chance. He shot if he misses the shot. If the timing's not right, the speaker don't fall on him. If you're gonna use the gun, why you just shooting him anyway?
Then they show a clip of Agent 47 planting an exploding golf ball on a tee, and then the target swings at the exploding golf ball and dies.
These are smart hits. If you're able and you're a bomb savvy guy, you know how to put one together and a little bomb like that. Yeah, it's kind of cool because it's something different and it can be done if that guy, you know he's going to hit that ball every day.
And he goes, now that's a smart hit right there. If you know he's going to hit that golf ball, that's one way to do it. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? That might even be crazier than trying to drop a chandelier on a dude's head. An exploding golf ball? What are you talking about? Yeah, he kicks him off like the Burj Dubai. Yeah, that's what I would have did.
Yeah, that's what I would have did.
It's a great video. I do love when he says, I can see why they call this game Assassination 3. That's an all-time video. Former Hitman details, talks about the accuracy of Hitman 3 while calling it Assassination 3 the whole time. Also, I can recognize the humor in the video, but like when I was in Chib's chat, I typed this. It's like, shouldn't this dude be burning in hell forever instead of making these videos if he's actually a hitman? And then Chiblee went to his Wikipedia page. He served 10 years. Okay. He'd been for like fraud and like racketeering and stuff. Can you... I mean, like, did he... I'm just saying, is he a real hitman? I'm not trying to like question if he's a real hitman, but I'm like, if you're a real hitman, can you just do that? Can you just go on the internet and be like, yeah, I killed people, but they didn't like get me for it? Like, isn't murder one of those things that's like, there's no statute of limitations or something? Like, if you're like, oh, I murdered some people, the FBI is going to come to your house and be like, oh, really? I don't know. He snitched for a plea deal? He's a murderer, right? How does he plead to get a bigger fish? That's like one of the biggest fish, man. Estimated that he shot between 30 and 40 people, beat about 100 people with a baseball bat, and murdered 7 people? This guy should... And now we got him on YouTube saying, that's how I would have did it, with an exploding golf ball. Also, in that video of the Hitman reacting to Hitman the game, he does say the easiest way is to poison somebody with arsenic. And then you said his Wikipedia page says he shot 30 to 40 people and beat 100 people with a baseball bat. Like, it's an unreliable narrator situation is all I'm trying to say, okay? Like, it just fundamentally doesn't make sense to me, the things that he's saying. Those were smart hits. I think it's okay to drop a chandelier on like 100 people to try to kill one, but then fail at killing one, so then that person like leaves to go outside, and then you shoot them at nearly point-blank range with a gun that gives them diarrhea. Hello? Oh, I just want to know what kind of chopper you got here. What kind... No, they be taking my chopper. You know, my reaction when I have bucket. Yay, I has bucket. My reaction when they be taking my bucket. No, they be taking my bucket. Did you know Gen Z, Chiblee, this one's for you. Did you know Gen Z considers reaction gifs cringe? I saw a thread on Twitter that was like, I'm Gen Z, It's not that reaction GIFs are cringe. It's that the impact font is cringe. Here's some reaction GIFs that Gen Z actually likes. And then the first one in the thread was a GIF from The Office. And I said, you are a millennial. You are a double agent. You ordered 3 beers instead of 3 beers, okay? First GIF was from The Office. You're running like anti-millennial interference. +2, I said the same thing. They're an imposter. There are some reaction images. I mean, like, here's the thing, okay? Jake S is a reaction image. So we use it. I can't say that all reaction images should be tossed because we use Jake S. There are a few that need to be tossed. Clapping Drake for various reasons. Any GIF from The Office. The GIF from Big Brother where the lady takes a sip of her drink and then spits the foam everywhere. Mike Tyson's face superimposed over Herman Cain. Slowly turning to the camera and then smiling. Trying to think of what else. What else would be there? Michael Jordan crying. The one from Oprah, I kind of like that one. Wojaks? I don't know. I like Wojaks for whatever reason. Don't read too much into it. I just find them like, you know, it's dolls. It's amusing. Guy ringing the bell who looks like he's jorking. You can use that one. I don't mind that one. Where the hell do I go? Can I escape? I can escape into the sewer, right? You need a crowbar to escape from the sewer. Oh, brother, I gotta run 200 meters away? Rusty crowbar open for business. Bereft of prying tool closed for business. Did you see the reply to that tweet that was like, so this is how I find out this video I've been quoting for 7 years is about this? He's gonna be lucky that like none of his coworkers probably understood the reference and probably just thought he was bringing it up like as a weird aside. This shit is trying to out me, by the way. What's up with this ad, man? I forgot I don't do travel anymore. I'm not, this shit makes me look like a chronic masturbator, dude. They're like, hey, here's 4 products you might enjoy. Watermelon mouthwash, anti-aging cream, extra strength Tylenol, and a Vino mango popsicle flavored jerk cream. We don't do travel anymore because the ads are too good. You ever see that video of that kid and his dad buying hand lotion because he graduated like the 8th grade or whatever? Oh, man.
From where? We just came from shopping at L'Occitane. It's the only store that's open on 86th Street because my man here did so well on his test. He just wanted some hand lotion, and we went up and got it, but now they're closing.
Now, let me ask you. You got good marks, and you wanted hand lotion? I guess because it's cold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I'm going to make sure our hands stay moisturized. Have a great night.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll get him some hand lotion because he did really well in school this year. And the kid's like, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted some hand lotion. You know, every once in a while, Dril still comes out with what I would consider a tweet worthy of printing and binding in a book and then placing in the Library of Alexandria. From 1 hour ago. X, the everything app user at DRIL. And I quote, "Can anyone make this meme for me? The text should say, quotation mark, when you take the girl home and the pussy green, end quotation mark, and the genie from Aladdin is frowning." That's a great tweet. That's a fantastic tweet. That's inspirational. It's not a great tweet. It's actually a great tweet and you lack vision. Sure, you'll love it when someone does a 4-hour video essay on why the tweet is great. And you'll claim you always liked it. You cannot see the golden path. Is it disrespectful to have a charcuterie night with your friend's mother? I think it depends on your intentions, I guess. I don't know if I'm missing some context from social media or something. I think it depends on your intentions a little bit. I don't think it's disrespectful if you're just hanging out like socially, but if you're like, this is an in for me, then yeah, it's a little unusual. Did you see the tweet that was causing controversy today? That was like an illustration of eating outside. And it's like, sure, I love eating outside. And then it was like, wobbly table, wobbly stool, room temperature wine, sweaty charcuterie and cheese, flying insects, sticky table. Like, there's something to it, man. I every summer, like the first day in April or May where the weather's nice, I'm like, oh, I would kill to be on a patio. Then when I'm actually like eating outside and there's like flies flying into my spaghetti and stuff like that, I'm like, what am I doing out here, man? This is like why we invented walls. Yeah, the wind blows away your napkins. People that are walking by are like, hey, 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 hey. Ah, man, it's the indoors is a great. Well, eating outside of your house is nice. Eating outside in a restaurant can be nice, and drinking beers outside is great. But anyway, I'm that's an aside. I got to figure out how I want to play this. Oh, but I do always feel bad because I feel like when I go to a restaurant, they always ask. Hopefully, they're like, "Do you want to eat outside?" And I'm like. I feel like it would be doing them a service if I relented and said yes, because then they would have all those indoor tables that they could give to people who need them. But I'm always like, we'd prefer to sit inside. Sorry. Especially because sorry, this is like way too like Vancouver specific. During the pandemic, you know, the restaurant industry was having some problems, obviously. And there was a lot less traffic on the roads. So they greenlit like all these, they took back like a lane of traffic on major thoroughfares to allow the restaurants there to have like 4 to 10 tables that were like on the street and then bounded by like a fence. And the first time I ate at one of those, I was like, this is sick, man. And then, like, as things started opening up again, and the roads got full of, like, cars with choking exhaust and stuff like that, I was like, this sucks ass, dude. So I'm, like, trying to eat lamb souvlaki, and I got, like, a GMC Yukon, like, right next to me, idling at, like, 98 decibels, just belching black smoke right into the atmosphere. And I'm like, this sucks, dude. I want to move in. If that's moving up, I'm moving in. Because every Disney musical has like one song that's just catchy and fun. The GOAT is Never Had a Friend Like Me from Aladdin. And I'm not just saying that because I have to hear it 100 times a day right now while I drive my kid around. And then I go, is this your favorite song? And then she goes, no, it's my stuffed animal's favorite song. And I'm like, yeah, likely story. Well, Alibaba, he had them 40 thieves. Scheherazade had 1,000 tales. Well, partner, you're in luck because up your sleeve you got a friend who magic never fails. You got some power in your corner now. Heavy ammunition in your camp. You got some punch pizzazz, and how? All you gotta do is rub that lap, and then I'll say,